Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy. And as you already I want to say see, but no, I'm of course see. We are playing another Void Crusade, this time again in the Alpha Nebula. It is an Ebony Void Crusade. So I select the first mission, which is going to be a Sporosist Assault from Tyranids.
The enemies of the Imperium are infinite, and such a vast threat can only be fought with ingenuity. Kill the Masters, and you will render a sea of vermin helpless.
Well, we will try it, as I started the last episode yesterday, where I was completely cool with the mission in the end because of our splash damage weapon, and I was really, what can go wrong? And in the end, we did not make it because our asset we freed was right. It was a panic room mission, just in case you don't know. Was, you know, being killed by the explosion of, so to say, in this level, the boss. That was very, very unfortunate and brought me back to the point that I need to be very, very careful, and I should have gone away from the target there way earlier, which was a little bit stupid on my side, but in the end you sometimes can't control what the guys which are following you, like Imperial Guardsmen and all that good jazz, are actually doing. That is very, very bad, of course. So the Melon Throw, of course, is a priority target because it summons in new targets. And the bad part, as we learned in the last episode, that these guys, if everything goes wrong and if you have a map which is basically just one corridor, is just retreating and you don't really get to it, especially if it has summoned new sorts of enemies, that is very, very bad for you. Got that, no explosion, that is good. And all the way we need to go left, that is right now for certain, ain't it? Yes, it is for certain. Good. Going on. Looking through. Okay, here we are. And a couple, okay, no enemies up in front, but in the center now, of course, a ton load of enemies. I hope that the Sporosists are always a little bit unpredictable. I had the feeling when we played this mission the first time that there are sometimes summoning in new kinds of enemies, and not only when they are exploding, at least under that impression. Okay, there he summoned. Okay, good. We summon those guys.
No pity.
And then off we are.
Teleport beacon in range.
And of course, I am going to use the teleporter beacon to, you know, not cut some time, but to make the way, the slow way, a little shorter. Okay, the Venom Cannon Tyrant needs to die at first, and then we have a Zoanthrope right to us. These guys are not only extravagant, but very, very nasty to fight against with your constructs, because they can, through, so we already killed it, through summoning spore mines. I was a little bit distracted there, I'm so sorry. Through summoning spore mines, they can, of course, I want to say kill off your little constructs there very, very quickly, and that is not a very nice feeling, to say the least. Okay, these guys are gone. Very, very good. The next Tyranids are coming on. We maybe could use the environment more against them enemies, but that is sometimes not that easy to do. Okay, first things first, we clear this room, and then we go to the right side. They are gunners. Then we go to the right and have 2 of those bloody spores, or cysts as you could call it, on both sides. Very, very not nasty, because they can only attack you, or one can only attack you. I hope that dearly. And I would say we first of all go to the one on this side. So let's get into and let's get things cracking. So he's summoning there, isn't he? Yes. Only slower or smaller enemies, but in the end they summoned a lot of them, and we... Okay, I thought that was a Carnifex, but no. Nope, it was not.
Success is measured in blood.
Oh yeah. And that leads then only 3 remaining. That should be no problem at all. As I said in the last episode, and in the end died. You never can predict anything. Although I'm always, or sometimes, very, very sure that nothing is going to happen. Okay, I'll concentrate on the small guys right here, and then concentrate on the big guy. Unluckily,
success is measured in blood.
We don't have a teleporter beacon here, but on the other side, luckily, the way is not that long. But I suppose we are going to face a couple of Tyranid guys on the way. But in the end, I should not call Tyranids guys, but I rather should call them creatures. I think that is the right thing to say to them. Although, to be honest, that is the same thing with the Borg and the Star Trek canon. I would actually like to know what exactly created them, whether they really were created by, so to say, nature, or whether they were created by some sort of person, ways, or whatever. That is the same thing I dare have with the Borg, whether they were created by a species to whatever, fight for them, whatever you want, or whether they evolved from a, AI going rogue. That is something I will probably not know, but I wanna know. Just come to think about it, because the other day I actually watched again Voyager Scorpion, where the Borg are fighting species 8472. In my opinion, one of the most valuable, no, one of the greatest Star Trek episodes ever. Although I have to say there were very, 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 very few bad Warhammer Star Trek episodes, and very, very oftentimes very, very good episodes. Okay, so it summoned some guys in. I don't care, to be honest. Down it is nearly. Okay, all these surrounding Tyranids are gone.
Damnation is eternal.
Thank you. But it is a little bit sure as well, of course. And the off time we can of course perfectly use to re-summon some constructs, and in time, hopefully, the data flux emerges, regenerates. That is the word I was looking for. And there it is, actually nearly full. So at the point I recorded this episode, it is actually 4 or 5 hours before the release here. Today Games Workshop announced Warhammer The Old World, or Warhammer Old World, just the title, and announced that it is away 2, 3 or more years, and that is something like the Horus Heresy to Warhammer 40k. So of course I'm a little bit hoping that they bring back Warhammer Fantasy, not particularly with the square bases, but that they bring back fantasy. In my opinion, that would be oh so amazing, because I miss some factions there. So we could be, or will be, hopefully very, very excited what is going to come up there in the next couple of years. Not too far away years, I can say that, I think.
You set a fine example for their kind, Inquisitor.
Yes, okay, quitting the mission. So we are through. One thing more remaining. On the one hand, of course, it's also amazing that we cleared the... I wanted to say investigation, I don't even know why. No, that we finished up, that we, did the mission, but only one thing remains, and that is taking a quick look at the items we have received. And I think I'm going to go with the Eldari mission there. Okay, I nearly tapped out there. I don't even know why. Okay, I can't access the inventory here. That's a little bit bad. I think from the overview, from the mission overview star map, you can actually do that. So I don't know why that is not permitted right here. Okay, 20. So again, it sometimes feels like the upgrades of items are coming in waves. Sometimes you are really lucky, and sometimes you have a couple of episodes where you are really unlucky. But in the end, guys, that brings us to the end of this episode. And as usual, you know that I really thank you for watching. If you guys actually have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.